Hello everybody and welcome to episode 10 of my Stellaris Roman Utopia Let's Play. Now in the last episode we waged a fairly big war against the Dyss Theocracy, a fairly large nation sitting on top of the northern part of the galaxy, stretching across one of the larger spirals on the outer rims of the galaxy. Now we took these guys on because we saw that their technology level was inferior to our own, and their fleet power was kind of equivalent, and fleet capacity was equivalent. So we felt pretty confident in fighting these guys. However, their ships were built very well, and we had a very tough fight over this planet. In the last episode, our legions landed on this planet, held it very swiftly, did a great job, but then got surrounded themselves by an orbital bombardment of the enemy navy, in which they were landing troops back on the planet, hemming them in from both sides. Now we have a story told from Senator Solus Tiberius Callus III, who was there at the time. He writes, "I have seen the horrors of the Dyss War. I was with Legio 10 in the 256th Division, leading the 2nd Battalion against the enemy. Our frontliners pushed hard against their defences, donned in Cassius armour, wielding las spears, both of which I oversaw the creation of. It seemed our victory was assured. Yet it was in our faulty assurance that we met our downfall. From the skies above, fire rained, scarring the earth and blowing whole squadrons of men out of existence. The Dyss launched a massive counter-offensive on two fronts, ensnaring our legions in a bloody trap. We fought among the mountains of fallen friends and foes, hundreds falling before my very eyes. I led my men into an embankment, using it like a trench to rally our comrades and tend to the wounded. For 2 hours we held them, using every weapon we had, even the Xenos. I watched as they charged in their battlesuits, built up to make for their biological makeup, tearing our men to sunders. With a peltas grenade in hand, I rounded up 20 legionnaires to hold back our retreat to the hills, advancing to meet the enemy. It was with these 20 that held the enemy back long enough to retrieve our wounded and bring them to safety. I entered that engagement with 20 good men, and I left with only 7. We made our way to a makeshift FOB when the bombardment started again. I radioed in for reinforcements from the fleet to lift the bombardment when a rogue shell hit my position. Had it not been for the efforts of Publius Claudius Silvanus and Commander Horus, I'd be dead right now, and so would be the 5 men that survived. 2 of the 7 died in the explosion. Now I stand before you today, give you my testimony, and have the cybernetic limbs to prove it. Thank you for your time, and make the Dyss bastards pay for the legion they took from me. Roma Invicta. So that is a very harrowing story written by Senator Solus Tiberius Callus III, who fought on this planet of Naf Ivanmol. Of course, what happened was when we sent our fleet back, they put their fleet on top of it. The enemy fleet started bombarding, and it seemed like they had full bombardment rights, which was damaging our legions below. And then there was counter invasions of troops landing, and the legions were fighting them off very, very well. Let's see who they were led by. They were led by General Military Tribune Augustus Maximus, who really held out strong down on the ground, and the legions are back to full strength now, although they did suffer heavy losses. Thankfully our fleet came back in time and rescued them. But it was almost in vain. We came very close to losing that fight. We've only 8 destroyer ships left, and I think we entered with about 30 ships in total, maybe more. Segis Gladius, though, just about managed to rally the troops together and win that fight for us. Now, because of this, we've had many debates in the Senate of what the hell we should do in future to avoid such catastrophic losses and a situation like this happening again. Now, I've got this in opinion mode at the moment. So these are the other nations' opinions of us. This is the Fallen Empires. These guys are actually kind of like us, the ones that are immediately around us, which is good. We're fairly safe. And then we've got this enemy up here, the Dyss Theocracy, and the Tumbater Eradicators, who really just don't like anybody. Minus 1,000, they just hate enemies, or hate any other kind of aliens. But what we've been doing is looking at our ship designs. And what we've gone with is a new class of ship called the Mimic class. After many debates in the Curia Julia and in the comments, we were trying to figure out exactly what we should equip our ships with. So we have a few comments from people. Rai Kira, I think, had a really good one, and I won't read it all because it's very long. But he mentions that mining lasers combined with disruptors is a very effective early game set of weapons, and that's what we were fighting against. Mining lasers completely ignore armor, while disruptors do 200% damage to shields. And we can see that here. So what we're essentially doing is mimicking the enemy's class of ships, but we're equipping it with some shields. The reason for the shields being is they won't do anything really against the enemy outright in an outright space battle, but their space stations have regular lasers, red lasers, that they'll be firing at us, and we need to kind of defend against that as we're going to be trying to capture planets. Our corvettes are being fitted in the same way, with small disruptors, small cutting lasers, and then small mass drivers. We're abandoning the nuclear missiles, even though we've level 3 nukes, and we've only level 1 mass drivers, which aren't going to do too good. They have point defense systems on their destroyers, which are countering our nuclear missiles and countering our torpedoes. So we're going to be building up an array of Mimic class ships in order to mimic the enemy and hopefully just out firepower them, and equipping with heavy evasive maneuvers with extra energy and combat rolls, so we should be able to evade the majority of the shots coming in at us. Now I've ordered that many of our planets start building these fleets, as we can see here, and they will all convene around Constantinople. For now, we're going to leave Classis 1 Sol above Naf Evenmal, just to guard it for now, and then once we're about ready, we'll send our legions back to, well, we'll replace this commander. We'll put Segius Gladius on the 2nd Legion, the 2nd class, and then get our legions out of there and invade the next planet. The next one we're going to go for is up here at Grunthurst. I'm going to change this back to regular mode so you guys can recognize it. So yeah, so we're doing pretty good. So that's pretty much everything we want to catch up on. Something else that was mentioned a lot of is that these guys, I'd kind of got it wrong about what so I got confused what uplift meant. I thought uplift is only for nations that are primitives, where they're not sentient yet. These guys are pre-sentient. Well, I guess neither are sentient. Oh, I don't know. I'm just confused. But either way, I know what we have to do. We got to land on this planet, and then we can uplift these guys, the Dijon, and then they have tomb world habitability, which is actually apparently quite rare, according to some of the senators out there. And then we can start colonizing maybe tomb worlds with these guys. So that should be pretty good. So yeah, we'll look to land on this planet fairly soon, just to gain access to them, hopefully uplift them. We need the tech, I believe, and I don't think we have that yet. I feel like we might have got it, but I might be thinking of something else. These ones we can build observation posts above and actually just like kind of check them out. We've built one here above these guys. So we're kind of watching them. And we could do passive observation, aggressive observation, indoctrination, or covert infiltration, technological enlightenment, a few other ones. Let's do... Ooh, we could have unintended consequences if we do that. I don't feel like we need that research too badly, so we'll leave it. We don't want to be aggressive with them yet. We'll just passively observe them unless you guys state otherwise. We could try to get them to adopt our ethics, which is an interesting way of doing it as well. All right. Let's just get time going now and play the game. Independence guaranteed. The Uvzant Confederacy and the independent. Oh. The Uvzant Confederacy will now guarantee the independence of the Dyss. They will now defend them against all attacks. Okay, well, we're already in a war with them, so that doesn't affect us. But that is an interesting way to basically say, hey, we're going to make sure that you don't get completely wiped out. And they're going to go back to one town if we win this war, of course. And in that case, it's basically a declaration of not full war, but basically taking the sides of our enemies. So that's a bit tricky. The Gulantha herd secured. So obviously this is part of the, we're gaining alien specimen procurement at the moment. Gulantha, okay, I'm going to change the music just because it's very militaristic right now. We don't need that. Gulathans are large, flat herbivores that have evolved internal gas pockets, enabling them to hover a few centimeters above the ground. They move about in herds consisting of a few dozen animals, grazing on the moss and lichen that can be found on the windswept plains of Opus 4. They are ruthlessly hunted by the planet's apex predators, and our biologists... I'm going to raise this up here so I can see it easier. And our biologists on the Plato estimate that only a few hundred Gulantha herds remain. One of these, consisting of 9 animals, has been successfully collected and will be brought back to Terra. Nice. A little bit of society research. We've only got one more of those to go now, I believe. We've got someone heading for that one. I don't think we've anyone heading to this one. Cool. Right. Everything's been built now at Constantinople. And everyone will convene at this point. So I'm going to speed up time because we want to continue this war as best we can. New research done. Ship upgrade costs reduced. Core sector systems. Hydroponics farms. Gonna go with... We don't need any more extra sector systems right now, so we'll go with hydroponic farms, upgrades.
Construction complete.
build a couple more mimics. The Mimic Corvette is actually very expensive. 193 just for one Corvette. That is expensive. But there they are, just meeting above this planet. And we'll just have to make sure we keep an eye on what's going on out here. Yeah. So the vote I asked for in the last episode was to do with these guys. I never actually mentioned their names, so I just called them the cute aliens. A lot of people refer to them as the starfish. So they're the Sacrosanct Obedin Theocracy. So I'll just call them the Obedins or the starfish. It's these guys. So we can't really do anything with them yet. People voted, I think it was over 70%, was to say that we should vassalize them and not go to war. So we're not going to vassalize them through going to war. But further looking into it, we can actually only offer them protectorate status. And then after a while, they can be integrated as vassals and then integrated further, I think, beyond that. So it'll take a while. They need to get their technology levels up high enough for them to be integrated or to be made vassals. So we'll just have to be their protector for a while. But that is what's been voted by the Senate. So we will protect the starfish. But we can only do that after this war ends. So it's going to be a little while.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay.
Construction complete.
System survey complete. Let's keep
Construction
surveying.
complete.
What I've also ordered the building of is another...
Construction complete.
Let's turn on our sectors in this. So we've built another wormhole. This gives us further reach. We're just a little bit out of reach of the final planet. We probably won't have to go all the way to get to the final one just to gain it anyway.
Complete.
Okay, you can see all the different ships are heading, hopefully heading over to where they should be.
Construction complete. Construction ship under attack.
Whoa. Get out of there, dude. It's just being attacked by a simple military station, it's fine.
Special project complete.
Let's get this guy building. Try to get everyone building something somewhere, just to make sure we're grabbing everything we can. I want to focus on research more than anything. I feel like our research isn't as high as it should be. Right, that's pretty much all we can do. There's something I noticed as well. We haven't surveyed this system, and there seems to be a lot that could be going on there. So hopefully there's a colonizable world. We'd get very lucky if there was one. Doesn't seem like it though, but maybe. And there is a potentially habitable world down here that we could put humans on, because we do want to get in reach of these primitives. Right, that's pretty much all we can do. Ptolemy isn't doing anything now, so let's survey that system. Right, so the crew of the Ptolemy has managed to collect a small group of Udalorans from the icy surface of Inagor 3. These white, furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the planet's snowfield at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 kilometers per hour. This aided in their detection, since the passage of their rolling form kicks up huge plumes of swirling snow. Nice, more society research. We're almost finished that chain now.
Debris analyzed.
So we've got another tradition to put down. So we're going to go for either the Great Game or War Games. This will increase our unity output per neighboring rival, or this will increase our admiral skills by 2. We'll go with this one. Right, we've got one more to go, and then we get the finishing effect of our fire rate will be increased by 15%, and we'll unlock an ascension perk. Okay, our second fleet down here is gaining some speed, or gaining some firepower, I should say. Increase the... Right, I'm going to close these because I don't need to see all of them at the same time. Hang on one sec. Okay, so let's continue the builds on these planets. We don't want to just completely ignore them. It's going to keep upgrading research as much as I can, because we're making so much energy right now that we can afford to just keep upgrading research until it kind of levels out, and then upgrade the energy, because we can upgrade all the energy as well, pretty much. All of the energy. Cool. Alright. So yeah, I'm really just waiting for... I mean, we could now move.
Special project complete.
A Zilkon swarm. This should be the last one. I was going to say, we could now move over to Grunthurst and see what's there and try to land on that planet, but our fleet is kind of weak. So we might just meet up the two fleets, head over there, and then retire the Classis 1 Sol after we get out of there. So, a Zulkor swarm has been secured. The Zulkor are swarming insect analogues, usually unusual both for their large size and the fact that they are lithivores, feeding off rocks and minerals in the ground. One of the shuttles belonging to the Plato sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm, and several Zulkors began to feed on its hull. The construction of the special containment facilities required to hold these creatures has already begun at the Museum of Exobiology on Terra. So all the specimens have been secured. All of the specimens asked by the Museum of Exobiology have been secured. The museum has grown to a massive facility where artificial gravity generators and atmospheric processors are used to simulate the environments of over a dozen worlds. Visitors are now journeying from all across the Roman Empire to see its wonders. Oh wow, look at that. So we're gaining society, energy, influence, and unity. That's really good to get the unity in there. Wow, we've got 5,000 energy just stored up now. Oh, something I meant to mention as well was these guys. I did a trade deal with them where I gave them some Aurelium ore for 10 years just to see if that would help their opinion, but it doesn't at all. I just gave it to them without anything else. I was hoping that would bring it up a bit. They do like us a tiny bit, which is good, but yeah. Apparently if you bring that up high enough, you can actually get them to really be on your side, which would be cool. Right, so we've got a desert world here. Let's get a new colony ship for that, and we can colonize it. Nice. Our science ships don't really have much to do now, to be quite frank. There's nowhere we can really look at going to. Except just surveying random systems.
Construction complete.
Okay, our fleet is at 720 strength.
System survey
Let's
complete.
join up. We'll call this Classis 2.
Ships upgraded.
Nice. Okay. Oh, the guarantee has been revoked. They're not guaranteeing their independence anymore. Weird. Right, these ships are going to meet up. And in the meantime, we'll build a couple more corvettes on each planet. Or wherever we can. So this ship is going to meet up with this one, and then we're going to head over to Grunthurst and land our armies on that planet.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Might need to get a science ship to come here and research this debris. And we're not going to merge them, we're just going to keep them separate because they're totally different designs.
Complete.
Right, let's get our armies off the planet. We need everyone to follow this ship. And we're going to head to Grunthurst. Alright, off we go.
Hostile station engaged.
So construction complete, We've just got more ships on the way, it's great. Corvettes need to get way closer before they can begin firing. It's pretty interesting.
Situation log updated.
I'm just going to make sure I built those Mimic classes right. Yeah, I have. So their range is 45, 40, 40. The range on these guys was 110. the nukes. That gives them a lot of time to be shut down, I guess. Right, they're still going where they need to be going. The war is still in full effect. I'm going to keep speed going at normal just so I have time to think and build. Uh-oh. Admiral Segis Gladius has died at the age of 66. Previous consul. That throws a bit of a spanner into the works. Because I need a new leader. Okay, so I've just consulted the Senate rolls, and yes, Consul Gaius Julius Alexander will be taking over the fleet from Segis Gladius, who has passed away at the very young age. Hopefully Senator Segis Gladius had some children that can continue his legacy, we'll see. But for now, yes, Consul Gaius Julius Alexander, who's the consul in the Discord, is going to be taking over. And he's a ripe young age of 33 with 3 stars already and a fire rate increase of plus 15% from his experience. And then his ship hull points is his kind of trait that he gives to the crew. He's taking over classes 2, which we haven't actually renamed yet. So we need to come up with some names for these different fleets. Alright. Good to get that sorted. So he's going straight into it. It's a little bit dangerous for him. He could die very young if these fleets get wiped out.
Tile blocker cleared.
Let's see. Mineral processing plants. Minerals 10%. Is that what we have here? No, we've got a mineral silo. Ah yes, mineral processing plant then please. This planet has a huge abundance of minerals.
Research complete.
Sorry, where are these guys? What's taking them so long? That's weird. I don't know why we got here so much faster than the other guys. What is going on out here? They're building something. That was very odd. Oh, it might be because this fleet is waiting on is following the transports, and the transports are just generally slower. It's a mistake. I'll have to tell them to follow these guys instead. Right, cool. Let's go for it. 992.
System survey complete. Alien spaceport engaged.
Right, we're attacking the spaceport above Naf Gavas. We don't see any enemy ships in here. Our transports are right behind them, which is a little bit dangerous as well.
Tile blocker cleared.
We'll see if we lose any ships. Looks like we lost one.
System survey complete.
Now the tough thing with these guys is
Situation
they're not really like their
updated.
fleet. They're firing red lasers and they've got shields and stuff. It's not quite the same. Alright, let's land. Holy fuck. Alright, we've got a fleet to deal with. Alright, it looks like we're going to have fight another little battle. Clone army, clone vats, cheaper war demands. Let's go down this biological path a bit and see how that shakes things up.
Situation log
Ah, they backed
updated.
off. They backed off, and we're going to destroy that wormhole, because I don't want them coming through there. Or having reached to...
Construction complete.
Oh, actually, they're above the other planet now. What a mess.
Construction complete.
Okay,
System
console guys,
survey
Julius Alexander's
complete.
doing alright though. We've got more ships to join up with classes 2.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's keep building anyway. Let's try to not to focus too heavily on this war and just keep making sure we're building up everything nicely at home. Ah, shit, cancel that actually. Alright, that wormhole's down. Let's bombard this planet first, and then we can decide what to do later.
Construction complete.
There we go, we've built up the fleet even more. Nice, so this kind of mimic fleet, I guess, is now at 950 strength. Our regular fleet is at 785. We'll send them back probably, just so they don't just die soon after we take this planet. I guess for now they're helping out, but largely we just don't really need them. Whoa, no, no, no. Want mimic class. There we go. Okay, War is going alright. I'd say their fleet seems to be very little, like 500 is all that's left of it. We'll be landing on these planets, taking them out in no time now. And these legions should just completely destroy whatever on that each planet. Alright, so yeah, something I've been ignoring is our constructor ships. Build everything you can. Same with you. They're doing alright, just about. Oh yeah, new colony ship, forgot about that. We'll head this down to Olispe. It's actually Oslipe. And we'll land right next to the Dijon. And see if we can't uplift them eventually. Right, pretty good. Influence could be a bit better. We're making a shit ton of minerals, like just crazy amounts now.
Construction complete.
Can't even spend it all. So what we'll need to do is, they're making so much as well, so we can give them, actually they could deal with more. These sectors, and then hopefully they'll build up
Construction
nicely.
complete.
Negative balance, we're losing energy credits. Wow, that changed quickly.
Construction complete.
Oh, it's partly to do to the colony ship, I guess. It's taking a while to get them to calm down.
System survey complete.
Right, we're sending another 9 ships to join up with the Classes 2. Let's get a couple corvettes built everywhere again. Good. They're all meeting at Constantinople.
Construction complete.
Now, our science ship, dare they... Oh, hello. We're receiving a transmission from an independent space station of the Zura Corp. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Oh, this is an enclave. Welcome to Zura Corp. We are a business conglomerate operating out of the Rukba system, specializing in the trade of minerals and energy, the very building blocks of civilization, as we like to say here at Zura Corp. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in making a good deal. Can I not check where they are? The, what is it called? Rukba system. Okay, I do not see them. I think we can do a search. Rukba. Here. What the hell? Okay. I don't know how we found them, but that's interesting. There's an enclave there. These are guys that you can basically talk with and deal and trade with, and sometimes they're military focused or they're society focused and all these different things. They're kind of just like little benefits that just sit around waiting for you to do something with them. And if you have the right amount of resources that you can give them, if we gave them like, let's say 3,000 energy, they could like really dramatically boost their science output or something like that, you know. Looks like the fortifications are completely down on this planet. There's a few rudimentary armies that are just garrison armies that we converted to our own for now. They're going to hold out until we can get over to them, which we'll be heading over to them as soon as we can land on this one. There's nothing on this planet, essentially. Alright, we've got more ships coming in.
Complete. Construction complete.
I'm tempted just to land now, like what happens? Unlikely to succeed if the fortifications are still up.
Colonization in progress. Construction complete.
Colonization in progress down at Oslipe. Okay, I don't want our borders to ever come out any further down because, again, that fallen empire is just so dangerous. Alright, things are going pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like progress is a bit slow, though, in general. Alright, fuck it, let's land. Go, legions! You're gonna take a bit of damage going through those fortifications, but the legions can handle it. Not a problem. There we go.
Enemy planet secured.
Right, enemy planet secured. Let's join these guys together. 1.4 plus the 7,000. Okay. Then we'll head over here. Let's clear this fleet out. And then we'll really start pushing further back into their territory. We're not going to like that. And in the meantime, let's upgrade some of the energy we've got. And some of the well, we don't really... Do we need growth? Not really. Maybe for the overall food, I guess.
Incoming transmission.
Hello. Non-aggression pact with the Wasari Hive. The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the Roman Empire and the Wasari Hive. Give me a second. How strong are you? Naval capacity is inferior.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Whoops. Forgot time was going there. They're a hive mind. I feel like they're the next, like one of the next obvious targets after we take all this territory, so we're not going to go non-aggression with them, I don't think. Not just yet. Let me know what you think in the chat. I mean, I think that they're... I mean, they kind of like us, you know? So I don't want to just attack everyone. If we go to the opinion mode, anyone that's green kind of likes us. Yellow, orange, not really. And then red, no. So the Ubzant, I think, would probably be the next war. Seeing as their opinion of us is minus 100. They're our rival. Holy shit, I did not realize you rivaled us. That's something to be very concerned about. We need to be rapidly building up this fleet. Oh, here we go. Ah, fuck, what are you guys doing so close to the front? The destroyers are at the front, the corvettes are behind. We have 8 destroyers, come on, don't lose any. Don't lose any, I'm looking at this one. Don't you go down. Duh! We lost one.
Situation
Alright, well we took out their fleet now this time. This planet is still ours. These destroyers are going to head back to Constantinople now. They've done their job. The main fleet then can stay above this planet just temporarily. We'll join some more ships with them pretty soon, and then we're also going to take the legions off that other planet, send them over. Okay, and then we'll move back out. Let's get a science ship in here to research all the projects. Okay, no problems at all.
Construction complete.
See how these boys are doing. These could be... Oh yeah, I'm not building anything on this planet. Really letting this one fall behind. Is there any buildings you can build for happiness? I don't think so. Slave process... Well, there's no slaves here anyway. Oh, we've got robots here as well. I forgot that. Let's get the robots building a mining network. Then let's get energy. And then we'll come back to them when they need more.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
This is a huge food production planet. Okay. And our fleets are still in progress. Good to hear. Alright, let's join up the second with the first. The new first, I suppose. And the legions are now joining. Okay, cool. These guys are actually at 100% strength right now under Consul Gaius Julius Alexander. Let's check our logs. High value mining targets. And then the Cyrex. We're still looking for stuff to do with the Cyrex. Other than that, though, we've got nothing really for our ships to be searching right now. I don't want them to go into enemy territory. We'll have plenty to research when we head up here. Eventually. What we could do is build something like a wormhole outpost. Seems like we should have one up here and we don't. Right, we'll build one there. This will give us a nice jump access around here and we can maybe research some of the planets going on around here. Some of the science ships though, yeah, wow, we've actually... Yeah, we can research some of these ones. Light's End. That's a construction ship. Okay, that's pretty much all we can do. Oh, hello. We've got an anomaly here. Let's get someone else to do this one. What is this? Signs of... Oh, ancient precursor civilization. This could be more Cyrex stuff. Great. Right, these guys are almost about to join up. Another 300. Saul has repaired. No. Don't do that. Damn, 2 mimics have after jumping into this ship. Classes 1 Saul. So all the Onager classes are separated now from... There's 2 mimics there. These are all mimics. Mimics. Okay, cool. That just happened because they were sitting above Constantinople, so any new ships made at Constantinople were automatically being put into the Onager class ships. Which is my mistake.
Construction complete. Construction complete. System survey complete.
Right, 1.7k. Let's head to their... Let's just go straight for the... No, we'll go for Mihil, because we might win this before we even have to get to their capital. Now, it's interesting that these ships seem to jump faster.
Construction complete.
I don't know why that would be. They're all equipped with the same wormhole modulators, so I'm not too sure. Construction complete on all these planets. Oh yes, planetary capital upgrades, they're the best. This planet doesn't have a Unity building, I don't think. Oh, it does, down here. Let's upgrade it. Let's swap. Wow, it actually doesn't even have 1 mineral building. This is like an energy central. Let's see, I don't know. Frontier clinics. Just increases growth. It's probably good to have a frontier clinic on this planet.
Research complete.
Okay, energy should be, or minerals should fly up by doing that. Cloud and lightning, nice. Something else then we wanted to get. A bigger physics lab, energy storage capacities increase. Doesn't actually change the amount. Oh, it does, planet modifier plus 20%, that's really good then. Shield capacitors, gamma lasers. Let's just bump up our energy even further. This one's a relatively short one to research as well. We've hit max capacity on food, so we're nailing food. Alright, classes 2. Heading into the heart of the enemy. Right, one more jump. Kur homeworld. Kunur 3 was once the homeworld of ancient Kur, an alien civilization wiped out by the Cyrex roughly 600,000 years ago. The planet has been thoroughly strip-mined by the machines, and few scatter ruins are all that remains of Kur civilization. The rest has been grounded into dust.
Situation log updated.
Okay, let's we need a skill of 5 or higher. Jeez, I'm losing my voice. Let's get Dolabella to do it after he's done whatever he's doing. He's 80. I hope he makes it. Is there anyone else with a level 5? No. This guy's close, Aronis or Vina. Let's get them to keep surveying these systems then, to keep getting their skills up high. Okay, we're about to jump.
Debris analyzed.
Alright, we've got a 1.1k space station here.
System survey complete.
Let's wait until classes 5 meets up. Good.
Colony established.
Colony established. Ellipse Prime. Faction founded. A new faction has been founded, gaining political traction within the landscape of the Roman Empire. Led by Governor Trajanus Silanus, they call themselves Alien Tolerance Trust. The members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. That's not going to go well with us, I don't think. Yeah, 10%. There's only one pop, though. Vertigala. Well, let's suppress this faction right now. Does it tell me which ones I'm suppressing? I don't think it does, actually. That's kind of annoying, because I might not know. So from factions, we're gaining from rivals, from edicts, from outposts. Ah, egalitarianism suppressed and xenophilia suppressed. Okay. Yeah, our influence is actually kind of low. At least our gain rate is. Okay, the legions have met up with our main fleet, and then we're just about to go jump at these guys. They're always building something next to it. I don't know what that means. What are they doing?
Research complete.
Okay, 1.9k. That's the best we can do for now. Should be good enough. It's mostly corvettes though and stuff. 22 corvettes, 7 destroyers. We've got some shields to fight against their. Well, we'll just send this guy to. The legions can orbit this planet for now. Save on fuel. Clone armies and clone vats are ready to go. Increase our habitability. That's what I'd like to do for our humans to live on ocean worlds and stuff like that. Let's build up growth. So, cannot build on tiles inhabited by pre-sentient pups. And we can't move pre-sentient pups. Okay, I'm starting to understand what that means now. Right, well then, if that's the case, let's just build what we can. Which is energy. It'd be good to have growth somewhere. So, let's get growth building there. Right, we're coming in hot. Now, some people were calling for the building of like more flexible armies that could beat anything. And I agree with that. We're not going to have to do this big restructure every time we fight someone. Like these mimic classes, which we'll probably rename eventually, would be very suitable to fighting a lot of other factions. We just doubled down with our very first fleet, heavy on the nukes. But we did have shields and armor. They were just countering it really well. Like some people were saying, like they just had a really good counter early game. Shields are taking a beating.
Construction complete.
Scientist Didanius Cruz has died at the age of 110. Holy shit, dude. Oh, he's one of the people working on engineering. I'll have to get a new one. Just go with one of these people, I guess. Olius Arvina. Age 40. Take a decent amount of losses against just a space station. Come on, Alexander. Right, they're nearly down 300 hull points. Let's get the legions ready to move.
Situation log updated.
So many casualties. Couple new corvettes, couple corvettes, couple corvettes. Hopefully they'll all meet up at Constantinople and then they can be sent out. Right, so we're now at 54% on the war demand scale. So I'm thinking our legions are so strong, we can actually land when they've got planetary fortifications fairly high. So we're going to test it out. When this legion just gets over there, we're just going to land and see how it goes. Because their fortifications are so low, they don't have really any defenses. They're on a hunger strike here, there's orbital bombardments, the slaves radicalizing. It's not a good place to be. Where's Dolabella? Let's get this guy to research some of this shit. Alright, what are we on?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, it might be a little bit high right now. We'll wait just a tiny bit. Don't want to send them to their death. It's really an experiment to see what we can get away with and how quickly can our legions act.
Construction complete.
Okay, everything seems to be doing something, which is good. Deposits surveyed. All high mineral deposits discovered by reverse-engineered ancient mining drone evaluation algorithms have been surveyed. It's good, I guess. So we know where all the best minerals are, like here. Okay. Oh, and there's some habitable worlds in these areas as well. Right, the episode's going to be over pretty soon, but I'd like to just land on this planet before we move on, and then we'll go take their capital.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Right, let's see what they can do. We can always pull the legions out if needs be.
Construction complete.
Okay, our legions, yeah, they're taking way more damage now. I think they can do it though. We've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that call themselves the Valamanex Authority. Oh damn, they look fucked up. I bring greetings from Grand Marshal Vivad Uvi Wadiv, the undisputed ruler of the Valamanex Authority. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. That's a fucking threat. Respect our authority.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's just pull them out for now. I mean, I don't like to see our legion. I mean, they'll do it, but I don't want to see them die.
Invasion failed.
Oh, it hasn't failed. We just pulled out for it temporarily. But that means we can do it. When they're maybe at about 1,000 fortifications, we could probably land. Yeah, we actually heal while we're up there. Which is a bit weird. Where are the guys coming from? Invasion, debris analyzed, and unemployment. Let's get you doing something. Let's get you doing something a bit more specialized. Clone vats. Produces for science or society research. Sure, it's a bit different. Physics is still behind the most. Let's keep getting physics labs. Right, they're back down fighting now. This will be over in no time.
Special project complete.
Archaeological project completed. We have learned that the Knur 3 was the point of origin of the Cyrex. Oh wow. The Cyrex actually came from here. It's a nice planet. Some kind of sentient machine was created by the planet's original inhabitants, the Kur. I'm confused. Okay, although the details of how this happened are unknown to us, this eventually resulted in the birth of a massive communal machine consciousness. Ah, the Cyrex. So the Kur created the Cyrex, accidentally, apparently. At some point, they turned on the Kur, butchering the population of their homeworld in a brief but destructive war that all but destroyed the planet's biosphere. The systematic elimination of Kur colonies in neighboring systems followed until their civilization had ceased to be. Damn, it's dark. Cyrex just... So they turned on their masters, the people that made them, and then hunted them throughout the galaxy to kill them. What else do we have then? There's still apparently one more artifact to recover. We'll just have to keep looking. Okay, we're about to land on this planet, or we have landed on it. We're about to take it. Legions are so strong. I love them.
Debris analyzed. Enemy
General gained a trait, Army Logistician. This will... What does this do for him?
Research complete.
So he's an Army Logistician, Army upkeep minus 20%. Great. Right, we're almost done. Let's just, before the episode ends, let's see if we can just go for their capital and really just drive them into the ground. Because I think one more thing taken and they'll back out. Alright. Robotic armies, quantum missiles, cruisers. Think it's time we get cruisers. Robotic armies are tempting, but I don't think we need them. Our legions are just so effective. Quantum missiles would be good to get as well, just very powerful nukes. But yeah, I think people were saying like nukes just seem to be not very good. They have this excellent range. But on the whole, it seems like they're just not that good.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Right, we're at 1.7. Building up a bunch of new fleets. Let's jump to their capital, Dyss, sir. We're gonna have to jump back and then back again. Oh no, we can go over here actually. It's good. And then hopefully this will be the end of the war. I'm guessing we can maybe super peace after this. Especially in taking their capital. Right, we're off.
Construction complete.
Holy crap. 3,700 minerals. What can I even be doing with all this stuff? Still waiting on pops to be grown here, let alone placing them on things. Right, we'll go with science lab there. Yeah, everything's been built there. I mean, we will spend most of this when we upgrade our energy everywhere. We're about to get a ton of new planets. That's going to send our thing into shock. Temporarily, of course. But yeah, we'll probably sector this whole region. Incoming transmission! Your victory is only yet another test of our faith. In the end, the true believers will prevail. The best possible outcome. They knew I was on the way. So I think we're just about to jump, and they're like, look, this is it. It's over. Oh my days of days. Okay, so a new faction founded. A new faction has been recently gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Roman Empire, led by Emperor Junia XX3. They call themselves the Church of Religious Conservationism. Our emperor is leading this. Their members support spiritualistic and conservative values. That's so weird. Ah, it's Empress. It said Emperor. Oh no, it's just our what? Can I see? It said it was being led by. Oh, sorry, it's this one. There we go. Crown Princess Junia 20. Well, Caesar. Forget that number. That just means Caesar now. Okay, that's interesting. She's gonna come to power actually soon. Her naval capacity is reduced and constructor build cost. Okay, that's good though. I'm not sure I like that naval capacity thing. And she's all spiritualistic and shit. Don't know if that's good. Right, what we need to do is quickly sector all these planets. What the fuck is this? Why is it blue? Anybody know why that's blue? It's really weird. Arctic world. Terraforming to It's in the middle of terraforming, is it? Were they terraforming worlds? I don't know, I can't see that it says it's terraforming, so is that what that means? Or it can be terraformed, or no, normally planets can be terraformed, it's just any world. This one as well, terraforming to Arctic world. It's an alpine world currently. What kind of planets do the Dyss even, like, what were these? Ocean worlds. Very weird. Why would they terraform to Arctic then? I know the starfish dudes live on Arctic. Oh, look, they live within our borders. That's good. Okay, yeah, so we've got some things to think about now before we wrap this episode up. Let's just very quickly create a new sector. Pop everything we can in it. Shit, I just spent influence there for no reason. Until these planets go back to normal. Whoa, what is this? Is this Tomb World? Oh no, it's just an Alpine world. Alright, it's a pretty big sector. I don't think you're supposed to normally sector this much. There we go. Let's leave it like that. Alright, so this is a huge new sector. Dyss Theocracy are now down to just 2 planets within one system. Great victory. Well done to everyone who partook. in the legions. It was a little touch and go there at the beginning, but we're okay. We pulled through. So yeah, we'll turn off that sector view. Don't need. So now we've got a lot of observation to do. We've got to check out what's going on with all these planets and how this sector is doing in general. We've got to name this sector as well. And we got to assign it a governor if we can. So let's give it about 1,000 energy and 1,000 minerals to sort. Actually, let's give it even more to sort itself out. It's very big, so I'm going to go with a balanced focus, which is on. Redevelopment, build robots, respect tile resources, space construction, and military stations. That's all good. Here we can see the different pops. So we've got some Dyss that like living on ocean worlds. We've got Rixie, which seem to be mostly ocean as well. Oh, and that's it. Oh, so the starfish are very just located just to one habitat, it seems, just over here. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Wonder what where they come from and what happened to them. Like, why are they the way they are? And how did they just come to be? Because they used to be part of the Dyss. And then these are potentially habitable planets. Arctic world, terraforming to Alpine world. That's so weird. Like, I've had a playthrough, I did a lot of terraforming, but I never saw a blue thing before. Maybe it's when you acquire planets that are in the middle of terraforming. It doesn't say when it's going to be done or anything, so that's why I'm puzzled. Alright, Senators, we have grown quite substantially. We're suffering a little bit of an energy deficit from taking on all these planets, but we can sort that out. Like I said, we've got multiple planets back at home just waiting to be upgraded for all that energy. So we can do that. We do that no problem. But that's going to be it for this episode. I think next time we're going to start thinking about going to war with the Uvzant Confederacy. Their naval capacity is pathetic compared to ours, so we can just outfield them if we needs be. We've grown our naval capacity all the way up to 159 now because of all the spaceports we've gained. Our research is going to take a huge hit though. It's going to slow down dramatically, I reckon, because we don't know really what's on these planets. As long as they're okay, then we should be fine. But the amount of pops that we just gained slows down your research, the more population you have. Let's take a look. We've got Engos Vapor, which is used for terraforming. We haven't researched terraforming though, so we don't know how to do it ourselves. Victory, we got 7 new planets. Pretty big victory. And we've got a lot to research up in this area of space. The 2 that I'm concerned about, if we go to, just very quickly before we end, opinion mode. We've got the Yibrak, right there, right in our face. And the Uvzant, and then the Dyss. Everyone else, I would rather keep on our good side if we can. Or get them on our good side if we can. Let's have a look at why they don't like us. The Tarathians. They've been there since the beginning. We could form a non-aggression with these. I'd be very tempted to do that. That actually builds trust with them. They'd be okay with us. Again, everyone's naval capacity is going to be inferior just because we gained a bunch. We can't even build that many ships, though, no matter what we want to do. We need a lot more energy before we can build that. So we'll have to start upgrading all of our energy immediately, to be honest, before we can start thinking of fielding these bigger fleets. So I think the vote is going to be, who do we attack next? We can't go for these guys for another 10 years. This is a truce now between us. The Uvzant are in a defensive league with these guys down here. The Rax Thalak. They like us. The Rax Thalak like us. These ones, the Yibrak League, are not. They're not defensive with anybody. I think these are the guys that we go to next. They're inferior in naval capacity and in tech. Their fleet power is actually equivalent. I think these are the ones we go to next, and we're going to demand quite a bit of them. And then we can just solidify this like little bit area up here. So that makes the most sense to me. Don't really need to be going for anyone else. Wasari Prime, potentially. They are a hive mind, so they're going to start growing very rapidly over time. Just like this. It looks like they're spreading out on this spiral. And we've got some other factions just littered around the place. These guys are inferior fleet power and all that. Military dictatorship. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information you have. There'll be a vote on screen as usual who we should attack next. Well, I think it's going to be the Yibrak or... Oh yeah, that's kind of it, isn't it though? Well, who else could it be? Yibrak or Wasari maybe. Wasari's tempting, but I don't think we need to do that. And I think we're going to have probably one more episode where we just build up anyway and reconfigure our kind of economy and things like that. So yeah. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm running a bit long, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give me as much advice as you can below, and thank you for the people who wrote all the roleplay stories. I read almost all of them that I came across anyway. I did just want to feature one of them for sure because that was really fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you're enjoying the series. We're on episode 10. It's kind of hard to believe, and we're making really good progress now. If we just take this off, and this off, we have a quick look. Like, we're gaining quite a lot, you know? Very substantial amount the Roman Empire has claimed. Hopefully we can kind of claim this arm and just like link up our borders here a bit. But yeah, things are going pretty good. I think we're in a pretty good position for where we are date-wise in the game. You know, there's obviously going to be an endgame crisis. There's fallen empires littered around the place. There's probably another fallen empire out here somewhere. And I think we're doing okay. That's why I don't want to give away all our allies. I want to get some allies just in case we get attacked by fallen empire. We need something to fall back on. It's just a little bit worrying. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.